Speaker Martin. Speaker Martin Romualdez on Monday said it would exercise its oversight function to ensure the effective Broadcasting live from the Albay Pio News Center, providing you the most exclusive news update from all over the province. This is 12 o'clock Newsbreak. In the local scene, two local governments in Albay have directed their village officials to deploy more personnel in areas along the Philippine National Railways (PNR) tracks after 3 people died over the last 3 months when hit by the train plying the routes between Albay and Camarines Sur provinces. Pulangi Mayor Adrian Salceda said he issued an executive order on Friday directing all the village officials to assign watchmen or barangay tanod to oversee residents during train operation hours. Salceda said the residents should take the measures seriously and avoid staying along the tracks. The PNR train passes through 8 populated villages in Pulangi: Agos, Matacon, Santikon, Apod, Lanigay, Sugkad, Magurang, and Basud. In another story, Legazpi City Tourism Office said scheduled meetings, incentives, conventions, and exhibitions (MICE) is expected to bring the total of tourist arrivals in the city to 1.2 million this year. Some of the national events scheduled in Legazpi City include the United Pentecost Church General Conference, Philippine Society of Agriculture and Biosystems Engineers, 39th National Convention of the Philippine Coast Guard Auxiliary, and the private schools athletic associations. Pacres said the influx of participants in MICE events boosts the local economy as they create a demand for accommodation, catering services, transportation, retail, and other tourism-related businesses. Data shows the number of tourist arrivals in 2022 reached 291,391, a 197% increase from the 98,086 tourists in 2021. In another news, the Department of Social Welfare and Development (DSWD) completed almost 2,000 sub-projects in 2023 through the Kabit Bisig Laban sa Kahirapan, comprehensive and integrated delivery of social services, Kalahi Seeds, that benefited 369,388 households in Bicol, an official said on Monday. Ronel Ansertan, the DSWD 5 Social Marketing Officer, said the agency finished 1,945 sub-projects worth 1.053 billion pesos in the 6 provinces of the region. Sertan said the completed sub-projects were in Albay 211, Camarines Norte 184, Camarines Sur 613, Catanduanes 225, Masbate 336, and Sorsogon 376 projects. She also said that the program remains steadfast in ensuring that the subjects or sub-projects implemented are aligned with the needs of the communities. In the national scene, Senator Robin Padilla said the 800 million pesos gross profit of the local film Rewind in 2023 Metro Manila Film Festival is an indication that the Philippine movie industry is recovering from the pandemic. Padilla lauded the victory of Rewind, directed by May Cruz Alviar. Padilla also congratulated the artists, producers, directors, writers, and all behind the movie starring real-life couple Dingdong Dantes and Marian Rivera Dantes. In another story, the Speaker Ferdinand Martin Romualdez on Monday led the launching of the House of Representatives' pioneering Congress TV, where Filipinos will not only be allowed to monitor legislative deliberations on the pro-poor agenda of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., but also may join through an interactive platform in the formulation of laws. Romualdez stressed that Congress TV is not just a one-way street, but also about sparking conversations and fostering a more interactive and participatory form of governance. Romualdez said the groundbreaking initiative not only aims to provide Filipinos with unfiltered access to the decision-making process in the crafting of the nation's laws by featuring the sessions of the House of Representatives, but also encourages active participation and feedback via Congress TV's online platform and social media pages. In another news, Speaker Martin Romualdez on Monday said it would exercise its oversight function to ensure the effective implementation of laws, particularly the 5.7 trillion pesos General Appropriations Act GAA for 2024. In his speech during the resumption of session, Romualdez said the House has more time to exercise its oversight power following the passage of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s priority bills on final reading. The House has passed 17 priority measures listed by President Marcos in his second State of the Nation's address, as well as all the 20 bills the Legislative Executive Development Advisory Council had targeted for approval before the end of 2023. And in the news outside the country, Mount Merapi, Indonesia's most active volcano, began spewing lava on Sunday, with ash clouds covering some towns on the Java island. The rocks and lava flows formed by Merapi's eruption spread over a 2-kilometer area on the slopes of the volcano, the ABC News reported, citing Agus Budi Santoso, director of the Indonesian Geological Disaster Technology Research and Development Center. Santoso said the eruption, which resulted in the release of hot ash and gas clouds covering the skies in some towns, has no casualties reported. In another story, rescuers dug through debris after dozens of villagers were buried in the landslide that struck China's southwestern Yunnan province early Monday. At least 47 people were buried when a landslide struck Langzhou village in the city of Zhangdong at 5:51 a.m. local time. It is said that China's President Xi Jinping has directed all-out search and rescue of the people missing in the landslide. And finally, in the news outside the country, United Nations Humanitarian Office said Sunday that more than 13,000 people have been killed and 26,000 others injured in the conflict in Sudan since last year. Sudan has been mired by fighting between the army led by General Abdel Fattah al-Burhan, head of the country's ruling sovereign council, and the Rapid Support Forces (RSF) paramilitary group since April 2023. According to the UN office, more than 9,700 suspected cholera cases, including 269 associated deaths, were reported in Sudan as of January 16. Several ceasefire agreements brokered by Saudi and U.S. mediators have failed to end the ongoing violence in Sudan. And that's all for the 12 o'clock news break, January 23, 2024. We'll be right back tomorrow for more news updates. And thanks to our 12 o'clock news break writer Joy Duque, and on the technical side, Todd Bobbies, and to our Provincial Information Officer, Attorney Mary Luduca Castillo, under the supervision of our Governor, Attorney Asil Grex Lagman. I am Greg HALLARE. Thank you for subscribing.